Well, good morning from Scotland, and any of you will notice that I'm not actually in Glencoe today. I've driven all the way down to a little place called Finnich, which is just near Glasgow actually. And the reason I'm here is I'm with two great photographers, Cliff Hands and Paul Compton. I'll put So I'll put their links in the description there to see their YouTube channel. And we've come together because we've come down here to go down and see the Devil's Pulpit. So the Devil's Pulpit, actually it was a little bit of a hidden gem until Outlander came here and did some filming here, and now there's about 70,000 visitors a year come to this place, and I've got to say the track is showing its wear, and I think there's going to be some ideas of upgrading it. But the place itself, the Devil's Pulpit, there's quite a few little stories. If you troll the internet, there's a few little stories there. The pulpit itself, some people say, is where the devil preached to his pagan followers. And there's also talks of the priests there doing witch trials in the 1600s and throwing the witches off the top there, and if they died they weren't witches, and if they didn't they drowned in the pool and became witches. So it's quite a terrifying place. So we've got three filmmakers heading down this scary set of stairs here, which from the 200 years old stairs down into the rivers of red blood to the Devil's Pulpit and the witches. Sounds like the start of a Blair Witch project, doesn't it? What could possibly go wrong? So to get to this location, there's a little bit of a car park, then you've got to trek on down this road. It's really dicey. They do need to do something because it's a busy road as well, so watch your steps. And when you get down here, you walk them through the forest here, and then you get to these stairs. Now these stairs are sort of from the 1800s, and it shows because there's a few that have fallen down, and it is really slippy and dicey, so if you are going down there, be very careful. And then actually when you get down to the bottom, the river is flowing really fast today, so again, just be careful. But we've got to head down this scary staircase to the Devil's Pulpit. What's that noise? Okay, so we've made our way down into the Pulpit rock section, and this river really does look red, and this is all to do with this nice sandstone that comes on through. It's got a deep red iron colour, and it just makes the river look like it's blood. So it is really a bit sort of unusual. And then unfortunately we've got to the bottom. There is a lot of rain here today, and it is full, the river is full. So trying to make an attempt to get to the actual pulpit, the Devil's Pulpit itself, is impossible. You can just see it over my shoulder there, just in the corner there, and that's the actual pulpit itself. I'm just not sure whether I'm going to be able to get a good shot. Look at all this water. I'll flip you around. Look at all this water in front of me. So yeah, there's absolutely no way I'm going to get round to there, which is a shame. But there is still some good shots to be had. So I think we're all going to set up, us three are going to set up. We're going to find some nice portrait shots, maybe looking down the sort of river a little bit. And it's a shame, but it's a pity we can't get to the pulpit, but hey ho, you've got to be safe. Okay, so I've moved around a little bit. I've got the little pulpit over there, and I'm going to face down this way. and I've got this nice tree coming down here. What I've actually got in the foreground is this lovely trees. They look like teeth or whale bones sticking out the bottom of the water here, which is really quite nice. So what I've done is, I think that's a good composition, leading the eye down. Hello, Paul.
Can I steal that? Teeth or whale bones? Because I hadn't thought of that, and that's a really good, that is. I like that. I'm having that in my video.
Copyright.
Watch mine and I'll tell you exactly the same thing.
Don't watch any of the videos, watch mine. I'm a better photographer. Teeth or whale bones.
Oh dear.
Really good.
Bloody tourists around here, honestly. I tell you, they're everywhere. Right, okay, so what I've done is I've moved around, and after all my interruptions, I've got this shot I quite like. I've got a nice portrait orientation. I've used the wide angle lens, and that's really going to accentuate that foreground. And I've got this lovely leading line. So let me show you the composition. I'll move on down. So here's the camera here, and I'm just kind of set up here, look. And what I've got is I've got this lovely little sort of tooth or whale bones of this dead tree running down here. And then I've got the tree coming along here, and then this lovely gorge section with all this beautiful green moss off the bottom. It looks amazing here, and then just all the way up. Now, actually, this time of year is pretty good because usually when it's winter, the leaves are off the trees. You get the horrible light coming through, but now with the leaves on the trees, it blocks that horrible light. So now I've got vegetation throughout the whole shot, which I really like. Okay, I think I'm going to slow this down a little bit, but this water is really fast flowing. So I think what I'm probably going to do is not too much, probably less than a tenth of a second, maybe half a second. But I think I've got a great composition. It's well worth the walk down here. And if this shot works, here's the shot. Now, which one of these has got the best shot? They are quite literally back to back. Shit! Oh, that knocked me away. Oh no! It's a big drop there, isn't it? Let's see if we get the umbrella. Well, that's me Manfrotto gone Manflotto. I'm afraid it's away. Yeah, I'd like to thank Cliff for his efforts. He got well and truly in there, but he's gone. So put in the comments below what tripod I should get next, and if it ever does dry out down here, and anybody is here and finds a Manfrotto, then yeah, send it back to me. Oh, the rain is a nightmare, it really is. You get these big drips because we're so sheltered. You don't get the like constant rain. It's just that every now and again this big massive drip, and it kind of lands just where you don't want it. So I've got the drone up. I was a bit nervous with it because you get one of them drips in the motors, I'm in trouble. But I flew quite literally close to the wind, and I took it out over the water there and risked it. So it come back with some good shots. I'm quite pleased with it. But yeah, trying to film here is a nightmare. And I think even when it's relatively dry, you're still going to get these big drips coming on down. But it's still very spectacular, it really is. Of course, the advantage of having a drone is I didn't need to worry about the water. So I positioned it over the water and aimed it down at the Devil's Pulpit itself, and managed to get it into a good composition that really worked. So once I'd put the camera into photo mode, I think I got a really lovely shot. So here is the shot of Devil's Pulpit with the drone. Well, what a great location. Really pleased with that. I'm absolutely delighted with that shot. So if you like what you saw, do me a favour, stop what you're doing, just head on down to the bottom of the page, give me that thumbs up. It really does make a difference to my channel. And if you really like it, click on that subscribe and the notifications, and every time I post, you'll get a notification. Nothing more to say apart from thank you very much for watching, and I'm off to go and look for tripods on the internet.
Ha 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 ha!